Johns Hopkins has recently paused plans to implement a private police department so they can work with the community to reimagine public safety. But for some, that pause isn't enough. Sean Stryker was at a rally today where they're calling on Hopkins to abandon the plans altogether.
The Coalition Against Policing at Hopkins met here today to let Johns Hopkins know they are against a private police force.
As calls continue to defund police nationwide, some are calling on Johns Hopkins to abandon plans of creating a private police department.
This is us telling them that if you don't want to listen in the avenues that you create, that we'll create our own avenues to let you know how we feel.
Hopkins has pressed pause on their plans for at least 2 years, but those gathered here say that pause isn't enough.
We're in this moment where we recognize that policing isn't solving the problems. It's not addressing the root causes of crime. What we need is community investment, not more community policing.
A political organizer for United Healthcare Workers East says the money that would be spent on the police department would be better used providing essentials to healthcare workers.
We want Johns Hopkins to get their priorities straight. Instead of wasting millions of dollars on a dangerous police force that will not help to address the root causes of crime, we call on them today for more PPE, hazard pay, a $15 an hour minimum wage at least.
Johns Hopkins released a statement saying in part, "We plan to spend the next 2 years exploring more deeply and continuing to invest in alternative approaches to preventing and interrupting criminal violence so that we reduce to the greatest extent possible our reliance on sworn policing." They also expressed their desire to work with the community.
When black lives are under attack.
Caleb Andrews is a graduate student at Johns Hopkins University.
They've told us students the same thing, that there'd be a dialogue and there'd be a process and we'd be able to meet and it'd be open and we could have this discussion about what policing on campus would mean. But these are a closed-door session with people that are appointed, not elected, and we as the student body have no say in that process.
The coalition tells me they plan to keep meeting, keep rallying, and keep marching until Johns Hopkins hears their demands. Sean Stryker for WJZ.